I think that, to me, poverty is a lack of understanding, and it's an ignorance on the part of those who choose to ignore it. The testimonies from people living in poverty were just something that I've never heard before, and it was so raw, and it made me just really think. And it made me think how not everyone coming from where I come from knows the experiences of people living in poverty. Maybe it's that it's easier to ignore it, but when you see it with your own eyes and hear the words of people with these experiences that come from such disadvantaged backgrounds, it really hits you, and you really start to think of the inequality and the injustice and the unfairness of the world that we live in. For me, the 17th of October just made me realise how knowledgeable people with frontline experiences of poverty are, because the people who have degrees or write theses on these areas, they don't have that same knowledge and that same experience that the people at 17th of October give. It really opened my eyes to how far we have to go to create an equal society, and how important it is to be involved in this fight for equality and for justice. These people have such a knowledge and such a street smartness that people from more privileged backgrounds and areas will never have, or almost choose to never know.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so easy sometimes for people to do this us and them, because it's almost too difficult for people to hear the hardships that people go through. It's like people want to block off that side, but you can't ignore that when you walk down the road and see homeless people. If you have any empathy, I don't know how you can ignore this massive inequality in our city, in our country, and worldwide. The theme of this year, it's to do with environmental justice as well as social change. And I think those things need to work in combination with each other, because how can you expect people to care about the environment when they can't even afford to put a meal on their child's plate?